Okay, Shambhavi is the co-founder and VP product of Depict, and you may see a fourth screen tonight.
You guys might have to lean in to see this a little bit. Cool. So I'm Shambhavi. I'm one of the co-founders of Depict, and we're an online platform that allows people who love art a way to discover, collect, and display content by some of the world's best digital artists. And we do this by taking the blank screens in your home, like a TV, and turning it into a digital canvas on which you can display this art. So my background is in engineering. I trained as an aerospace engineer at MIT, and then I worked at Boeing for a few years on the space station program, where my project was to bring wireless internet to the space station and space shuttle. And after I did that, I was like, I missed not sleeping so much, so I went back to MIT for grad school, and that's where I met my co-founder, Kim, and we started Depict. So we bonded because we both loved technology, but we also loved art. And what we found was really interesting is other content like movies and music and books had made this shift into the digital space, but art had somehow been left behind. And it was something that people felt was still a very physical thing. But I think most of us in this room realize that that's just not the case anymore. There are people who are using digital tools to create art, people painting on their iPads or in Photoshop and Illustrator, animation artists at Pixar creating characters and stories and worlds using computer animation tools, and video artists and GIF artists and people who create generative and code art. So art really isn't this physical thing that it used to be. And that was the impetus behind starting Depict. We wanted to use technology to help shift art from a physical place into a digital space and give artists who are creating all this amazing work a way to get their work in front of people and give more people access to great art. So we just launched our public beta recently. You can go to depict.com to check out our selection of artworks and create an account. And we're also launching our iOS app soon. So for this demo, we're going to do a live demo, so anything goes, of our new iOS app. And I'm going to try to do this multi-handedly. All right. This will be fun. All right, so start over. All right, so on Depict, you can browse a selection of our artwork. And all of our artwork is created using digital tools, and it's also curated by our in-house curatorial director, who's Amanda. She's wearing a pink shirt right over here. You can say hi to her after. So you can look at curated collections that Amanda has put together from the app, or if you just want to see everything that Depict has to offer, just go to our Explore section, and you can see all of the content that is available on our site. You can favorite pieces that you like, or share them with people who you think will enjoy them, and you can always access your favorited list by going to your collection and going to your favorite section. Now, as always happens, there's probably a piece that you'll see that you really love and you want to own, and you can own the digital edition of that through Depict as well. So you go to the piece and you click the buy button. I'm not going to purchase it right now, but you absolutely can purchase it. And once you've purchased it, two things happen basically. It's yours to own forever, and it will always live in your Depict collection. So if you go to your collected section, you can see all of the pieces that I've purchased. And the other thing is you can display it in your home whenever you want for however long you want. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite pieces. It's this video piece by an artist named Sean Capone. And you can get it onto your screens using either Chromecast or Apple TV. And this is where the demo gets really interesting, because we're going to do a Chromecast Apple TV mashup right now. And so once you cast the piece, it'll display on your TV. And voila, you have a piece of video art here in your home. And so you can keep exploring different parts of the site while you're displaying these pieces. And if you want to see what a piece of artwork looks like before you purchase it, we also have a preview function on our app. So any piece that you like, you can preview for 10 seconds, again, on a Chromecast or an AirPlay. And you can see what it looks like. And so that is how Depict works. And what we've built so far is just the tip of the iceberg. What we want to do is create a full ecosystem for digital art, a place where artists can make a living being a full-time creative, and people who don't have the chance to get access to a lot of art or want to learn more about art can get exposure to pieces or artists that they otherwise wouldn't have learned about. And it's the prevalence of connected devices and Chromecasts and Apple TVs and the immense amount of digital art content that is available right now that makes this the right time for digital art to go and move into a digital space. Thank you. I'm just going to put a piece of art up here while we're talking.
All right, so as you guys know, each presenter gets 5 minutes for a presentation, and then we get 5 minutes to grill them. So now's your opportunity to raise your hand. John or I will find you.
So if I buy a piece, is it possible for me to buy it so I own it exclusively?
That's a great question. So all of our pieces are limited edition pieces. So you will be one of a few people who own it.
So you're talking about digital art, but it's for me. I look at it as a different source, an additional source of revenue for artists in general, not just digital artists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
One of the main reasons we started Depict is we want to give digital artists specifically have a problem because they're making all this content that is either optimized for a screen, but they can't really get into people's homes. So it's definitely a solution for them, but it is a way for all artists to get more revenue. It's a way for them to get exposure to people that they otherwise wouldn't have had access to. Yes, that is absolutely true.
I think the technologies, the concept is definitely awesome. But how would you kind of address like the copy and paste if somebody were to share?
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. That is one of our top priorities, is protecting the artwork of our artists. And there are a couple of ways that we do that. We have a patent pending technology system that allows us to track digital images to preserve their provenance. We also don't allow people to download the piece, the high-res piece itself. All of it lives in your account on the cloud, and you can access it from any device you own that is connected to Depict. And you can access these smaller image files from our website or our app, and we encourage people to share those pieces because that allows the artists to get more exposure of their work and get their names out there. But to get access to the high-resolution version of the file that you would display in large format in your home, you would have to pay the artist for their work on that.
Are you guys based right here in the city?
We are based in San Francisco. We're actually in Soma, right above a bar called Victory Hall. If anyone wants to come have drinks with us, totally come by, 360 Rich Street.
Is that an asset or a liability?
Definite asset, absolutely.
Quick question on the digital rights management side of it. So if the internet connection is not available, can I still see the artwork for a period of time?
That's a really good point. At the moment, you do need an internet connection in order to view the artwork, but we are working on ways to allow you to access your collection when you are offline. For now, to pair with the TV, obviously, you need an internet connection or some way for your device to connect to the television, but that's a solution or a problem we're definitely solving.
Absolutely love it. Thank you. Please tell me that you're working with a museum somewhere to bring this to the community, like a museum purchases it and puts up a large format display.
That is, so I will defer this question to Amanda, who's our curatorial director. You should find her after and talk to her more about what her roadmap is, but we're definitely looking to work more with the community, museums, galleries, comic book publishers, anyone who creates good art. We want to try to find a way to bring them into the community and give more people access to it.
What's investor interest been like so far?
It's been good. We're a funded company.
Any details?
I can't talk about the details right now, but yeah, we have seed funding from some great investors.
So no A yet?
No A yet.
Are you hiring?
We are absolutely hiring. Does someone want a job?
What are you hiring? What are you hiring?
Who's
What are
talking
you hiring?
to me right now? Oh, okay, sorry. So we're hiring for a lot of roles. We have some marketing positions, a curatorial assistant position, and definitely a lot of engineering positions as well.
There are several networks out there like Behance and DeviantArt and so forth. Are those competitors? Are they partners? How Like, where do you fit in the space?
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in this space right now, which is great for digital art and digital artists. I think Behance and DeviantArt, they're definitely partners because they've created large communities of digital artists, and they've educated people on the existence of digital art in a way that I don't think people knew about before. There's no one that's doing quite exactly what we're doing. We're taking sort of an artist-first approach and thinking about what the digital art community needs to grow further and create a larger ecosystem for it right now. So I think we're all connected, but we can move forward now.
All right, another 10 seconds on the clock, 13 seconds.
I got 13 seconds. Come on.
Any final points? 5 seconds.
Did anyone get the Batman Easter egg on the screen? No Batman fans here? All right, never mind.
Oh, show it. What is it?
Oh, it was, I'll have to go back to AirPlay.
Is that an
It was
astronaut?
I'll come find me after, and it is an astronaut. Come find me later, and I'll tell you I'll show you the Easter egg. Cool, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Depict.